What's up everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Hope you're well. I'm great, thank you for asking. It's a new year, a lot has happened. In fact, let's just flash back to what has happened. Alright then guys, the day is the 31st of December, also known as New Year's Eve, also known as my birthday. I've got one of those unique birthdays. Also low-key behind the camera's birthday is Christmas Day, so we've got Christmas Day and then New Year's Eve, which is incredible. So my beautiful girlfriend organised this trip. We've got Mumsy, we've got Loki, we've got Neshti, we've got Emily, we've got her, and we're on the water for a 3-hour yacht ride, which is just, in this place, at this time of year, absolutely incredible. So we're about to have a good time. Let's do it.
Yeah! Woo! Oh my God! Every time I look inside, I know she knows.
As you can see, we went on an amazing boat trip for my birthday. We had a really cool golfing experience courtesy of Loki for Christmas. My mum has been here for a couple of weeks, so I've just not had the camera out as much. But I definitely want to try and get a little bit more personal with you guys. I'm just gonna pick this camera up, the chances to get personal when I have this camera up. So today is the 2nd of January. We've got new goals. I'm gonna really lean into YouTube and really kind of just put some effort into it and have a little bit more direction in the videos and whatnot. So we're gonna go from there. Today is deadlift day, so we're gonna talk to you about deadlifting. Also, the most frustrating thing is we got this place and this fucking building site is completely opposite. So we get woken up every day by someone banging on it. Bastards. Does anyone else just get to the day that you need to go shopping and then just realize that you've got nothing to actually eat and you just have to scrap things to eat? That's basically where I'm at right now. Just throwing some beef. I got out of the freezer last night with 80 grams of rice. This is gonna be my pre-workout meal. There's a lot of salt on here because you obviously want a pretty big, big amount of salt. Big amount of salt, a lot of salt, a good amount of salt. Just you need some salt before you work out, all right? And hydration. So try and get this entire bottle down me before we go train as well. Plus I have about 400 milliliters of my pre-workout, so it should be about 2 liters of water before I go train, because water facilitates a pump, so it's important to do that. So I'm gonna sit down, eat this, and get to the gym. I've been using this pre-workout from Raw, and it's got like 400 milligrams of caffeine in it, and it absolutely blows my fucking sweet off. I used it for the legs the first day, and it was like, I don't know if you guys ever noticed when you have like a load of pre-workout, yeah, it feels great and you're like in the zone, but when you're doing mostly legs, your heart rate is just like this, and your heart rate doesn't come down. And that's actually really important for recovery, is bringing your heart rate down between sets. And I just found it was a bit too much, so I've just gone to like 3/4 of a scoop. So we'll see what happens today. Let's go train. So just warming up here with a little calf raise. Been determined to not only improve my calves, but my abs. So I'm just gonna start off pretty much every other session with calves, and then I'll finish every other session with abs. Calves don't impact the session, especially if I'm doing back today. But potentially, if you've got like fatigued abs, they might impact the session. Think about locking in, thinking about a deadlift, think about squatting, thinking about maybe bracing for a push. So that's why I'll do abs at the end, if that makes sense. So calves done, time for hamstrings. It's a pretty rare thing to have like really good hamstrings. And if you do, you probably just genetically have that predisposition, which isn't a lot of people. So a really good way to like top up your hamstring volume is just hitting that on a back day. Because normally the way people set up, push, pull, rest, legs, like you could probably do a little bit of hamstrings on that pull to get ready for hamstrings on that leg session. I do it even less, so I go push, pull, rest, push, pull, legs. So there's like 5 days between that first hamstring session on the Tuesday and the second hamstring session on the Saturday. And it's what I do for a lot of my clients as well, because most people need a little bit more hamstrings, just put a little bit more on that pull day. So leg day seated, pull day lying. Oh, finally. That's taken me a while to fucking get a couple reps on there. Now, that tells me the gear's real. That's always the defining moment in any fucking assisted users, is when you've been on cycle for a couple of weeks and then suddenly the weights go up. You're like, all right, cool, gear's real. Let's fucking carry on then. We talk about resistance profiles and manipulating them. You know, muscle is strong in a certain position, weaker in a certain position. When we're doing those glutes, 45-degree glute pulls, whatever you want to call them, letting your hands come out is loading because you're getting further away from the axis, which is the midline. Loading, and as you come up, you're letting your hands come in, and it's creating a little bit of a drop off because our glutes are real weak when they're short and contracted. So just to match that, just allow a little drop off. Try it, it works really well. Now we can train back. Onto a little high pull, just to get that vertical pull down, and the backs, and the lats, the backs, and the lats feeling tasty. Non-working arm, braced, elbow down.
There's two there. Finish.
One more.
Yes.
Oh. This pull down is like top tier really, because you can use it in just any gym you like, right? Every gym, hopefully, has got a cable machine and a bench and a handle. If not, buy your own handle. Can't buy your own bench, but you get my drift. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stay fairly upright, no crunching down, trying to sit back and just basically put the insertion origin of the lat further away. So there's more reach. I'm actually allowing the full protraction at the shoulder as well. And I'm almost like slightly coming around, and I'm coming all the way down. This is just like a full lat movement, because not only does the lat pull forward, pulls downwards, but it also pulls around. So this is like a hybrid of a pull over and down with it. Chest high, keep your back arched a little bit, sit back, don't crunch over. Works really well. Thank God, mate. Fuck. That first rep I was like, oh, that's good. Gonna get a couple more and then note gone. Me and him are so similar. We'll do like a penultimate rep, boom. And then we'll just go, oh, can't move it anymore. So funny. Works. Oh.
Keep that moving.
Hey.
Two there. Up. Last one. Last one. Yes. Oh, there's a bit of aggression there.
Pass me the gear.
Yeah, but
Alright, so we just got done with deadlifts. Jesus, they don't get easier for me. I thought they would do by this time. It was week 3 of doing deadlifts. It was way too loud on there to talk you through any of it, so we actually filmed this last week, or this like segment last week, but I wanted to just redo it. So I'm gonna put that segment of the deadlifting in now, and then we'll just let that run out, and then I'll see you when we get home. Alright, it's the dawn of the deadlift. I don't know how many times I've said this on the channel, probably too many, but like, I'm gonna start deadlifting again. I normally last about 6 weeks and I burst out my back, so I'm gonna start deadlifting again. For me, like, I've grown so much when I hit that rear double, like that thickness at the top, that's grown so much. Yeah, a lot of pulls, a lot of rows, a lot of pull downs. The thing that's missing is that lower back and that lower lat that connects all the way down, the erectors, just the general thickness through the back. And I'd be remiss if I didn't give deadlifting a go for a while. So I'm gonna spend some effort, I'm gonna spend some time here getting good at a deadlift, not breaking my back, and just progressing this over the next 14, 16 weeks of this blast. I'm gonna try to keep it into this whole blast. And if there is a noticeable difference in my lower back and my back thickness and all that kind of thing, we can directly attribute it to this, because everything else is relatively normal. So it would be stupid if I didn't give this a go. So that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give this deadlift a fucking good go. So let's do a few sets. So the difference will be, I'm gonna pull off a block this time. I'm gonna see how this 115 plate goes. If it's still a little bit low, I'll add another 10 plate on. But the reason why I'm doing that is because through my long years of lifting, the main time that I've ever been injured from a deadlift, it's been when I'm pulling from the actual floor. I'm quite a tall guy, I'm 6'1". Might not look it on camera, but I'm 6'1". See you guys? I'm 6'1", so like having those tall levers, it's a little bit harder to pull off that floor. So I'm just gonna bring that up slightly. And really, what is the difference of the extra 5 degrees of that bottom when the injury risk is a little bit higher? The reward isn't worth it. So I'm gonna be pulling off a couple blocks, feels more comfortable, feels safer, and I've always been able to rack pull. So it's not like a full rack pull, it's lower than a rack pull, but the biomechanic brain in me is going, don't pull off the floor. So I will not pull off the floor. Sucking that lower back in. As soon as I feel any chink in the armor, this isn't like any other exercise where you can take that risk. I'm just gonna drop it. So that's 7 reps. Last week I did 150 for 7 reps. That's 10 kilos up, so we'll take it and we'll build up slowly. Okay. Oh God, that absolutely fucking ruins me, that does. There's also something to be said of like, the amount of fatigue that gives me. This is why I didn't do it. I've literally done my back workout now. You guys would have seen. This is at the end, because I did it at the start the first time. Yeah, you might be fresher, but absolutely destroys me personally. And that's important to know your individual recovery demands, as you can tell. I thought I would wrap this video up with like a little update of where I'm at. So I've been dieting now for the last 2.5 weeks. The half week counts, maybe 3 weeks. Just be generous. And basically the whole idea of that was to get my appetite back, because I was not very hungry before that. Now I'm hungry. Now when I'm training, I can feel the gear getting me stronger, but I can feel the food is holding me back because I'm getting like 2 extra reps or so. But I know from my experience, my previous experience in time, that I should be progressing a little bit quicker, a little bit more. And that is ultimately down to the food that I'm not like I'm super low food, 3,500 calories training days, 3,200 calories non-training days. But the whole goal of that mini cut was to just achieve appetite back. That's done for me in my opinion. So I've sent over everything to John. I've told him how I'm feeling. I'm sure we'll just start tapering up food now. I've been on cycle now for like 2 weeks. I'm starting to fill out a little bit, but it's just the food that's holding me back. So I'm pretty ready to push things up. So I'm hoping that the next feedback will be that. Little update of where I'm at. Already changed that masteron to estrogen ratio. Like I'm using mass P as well, so it's propionate, so it goes quick into your blood plasma level. So I was doing 300 milligrams every other day. I noticed that straight away on my sex drive and energy. So we've actually bumped up testosterone to 80 milligrams every other day, which is about 320 grams, 350 milligrams a week. And then about 1,600 amassed a week. And that's like week 2. So I've got 1 more bump up, which I'll take everything to daily from next week. And then we'll basically gauge it from there. But I'm feeling pretty good. Like I'm feeling pretty good, and I'm ready to like get massive because I'm fucking small, mate. You know, I've got to be on a pro stage. I'm looking small, so I've got to grow. I'm gonna leave that video there, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you soon.